nerves shooting through my body right now. So I just ask for you to bear with me as I share my story because it's very nerve-wracking for me. So I've lived in DeQuincy my whole life, but me and my family have always attended Crossroads Baptist Church in Denton. We've rarely missed a Sunday sermon. My parents have always taught me I had to go to church every single Sunday, and I mean like every single Sunday. I've sat through years and years and years of sermons, never actually listening to what my preacher would be preaching on. I didn't really care what he was saying. I didn't want to listen to him. I always thought as long as I attended church on Sunday mornings, I was good to go, and I was like all set for the week until next Sunday came. And if I just kept saying that same routine prayer of, Lord, please forgive me of my sins, then I was good. But, I wasn't. So I never actually had a desire to live the Christian life. And it was like an endless cycle for me of the Christian faith I blindly thought was right. But about 3 years ago, my best friend, Gracie Watley, invited me to a Christian convention called YAC. And while I attended YAC, I had experienced something unexplainable. And when I experienced that, I just knew that the next step to take was to surrender my life to Christ. And I did. Now, I've always been taught that after you get saved, you're supposed to get baptized and take that next step towards completely living for the Lord. And it's shown as an act of obedience. But I didn't do that. I didn't want to do that. I didn't think I had to do that. I just thought because I was saved, I was okay and I was going to heaven. But I was still cussing and I was not being a good friend. And I wasn't being a good Christian in any way possible. Even though I wasn't being a good Christian and I did whatever I wanted, I still felt this feeling of confliction and guilt every time I had knowingly sinned. And I would get this feeling that I was missing something in my life, but I didn't know what. I know now that it was God calling me back to Him and trying to tell me that the way I was acting towards my family, towards my friends, towards the others around me, and the words that I let come out of my mouth wasn't right, and that I needed to stop. It wasn't until this past summer that I had truly felt a change in my life. Every summer, my church plans a mission trip to a place called Raymondville in Texas, where we go and we help out the community there and to not only share God's word with others, but to help each other grow in our walk with the Lord and support each other in every way possible. I cannot stress to you how much prayer helped us on this mission trip. 2 kids ended up getting saved on this trip, not only because we were praying for them every single day and every minute that we stopped, but we were there to support them. And they also got to witness how astonishing God's work could be. We had a desire to go spread God's love all around to anyone who would listen to us. During the mission trip, on a day where we didn't have a lot to do, we went to McDonald's for a quick lunch. And while we were there, a couple of my friends started to fill a pool to get up and share the gospel with random people that they met at McDonald's. It was honestly really mind-blowing to watch God give them the strength to get up and go talk to these random strangers and share God's word with them. Now, I'm definitely not a public speaker at all, nor do I have the courage to go talk to random strangers on my own. But God gave me that courage while I was there. And He continues to give me that courage as I'm speaking to you right now, because I couldn't do it on my own without Him. And if God wasn't a part of my life and wasn't there to give me courage and support me, I don't know where I would be. I have a lot of more stories that happened to me throughout the trip, and I would love to share them all, but I don't have the time. But one thing that I do want to share, and it was a pretty big thing, was that I finally got baptized after the trip. And I'm not the only one who got baptized. 8 other people got baptized with me. So it was a long sermon because we had 8 people getting baptized. And we all took that act of obedience and we applied it to our lives and to live for the Lord. And of course, I still stray away from God. I still mess up and I sin every day. But I have people in my life that God gave me. They're supporting me and to help me get back on the right path and to make sure I'm doing well in my walk with God. I've learned through the struggle that I went through in life of being the perfect Christian and constantly having to act the act of being a good Christian and walk that walk, that no matter how far I may stray away from God, or no matter how much I may rebel, He doesn't give up on me. He gives us the thing that we feel like we're missing in life and replaces it with His love and gives us the desire to change and want to be with Him. I'm truly grateful for everyone in my life who's there to support me and be there with me in my walk with God, because I know that I'm not alone in this. God changed my life and gave me people in my life who I know will always be there for me. And I have no doubt that God can do the same for everyone here who doesn't already know how amazing He is. So, since I was so nervous to stand up here, pretty nervous still, I want to ask for the same attention that as Taryn comes up here and she also shares her story that you gave to me. And I thank you for listening to what I had to say, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the evening.